Hey, how's it going, everybody? Shaun here for the Natural Gamers, and today I want to talk about a freeware game that was brought to my attention by a good buddy of mine that I went to high school with, and this game is called Iji. I-J-I, I think that's how you pronounce it, not 100% sure. Iji is a Metroidvania kind of type of experience, like a clone of those. And the most insanely surprising thing about this game is that even though it is like those other titles, it certainly holds its own. It does. It's really impressive. Just solid controls that are smooth and fluid, very simple and easy to use, easy to play, with light RPG kind of elements as far as like upgrading weapons and abilities and things like that. Much more than you would expect from a game that is just a freeware, like downloadable game. The creator of the game, Dan Remar, has a website, which I'm going to link to in the description, and he has some other games too, but this is definitely his crowning achievement as so far. You may have already played this game. It came out in 2010, but just for the folks that have never heard of it and maybe kind of enjoy these kind of games, I wanted to kind of just throw my 2 cents in there about it, just because I was so impressed. When I first started the game, I actually went to kind of just try it out. I was just going to check it out, and then I ended up sitting there and playing through the whole game in one sitting. It took me about 3.5 hours to finish the whole thing, maybe a little less than that. Just really impressed, even from like the simple animation style to the level design to the upgrade system. I was really shocked by it, and to boot, it has a actually very kind of like involving sci-fi storyline. It does. It has kind of a surface element of the story that is presented to you in these kind of flash animation cutscenes and in text, and also you getting messages from a cohort, basically. So the story is basically you are this girl, Iji, and the world has been destroyed, and you wake up like 6 months after the fact. You come out of a coma, you find out like your father's died and all these other things, your sister's gone missing or is dead. It's part of the mystery. It actually kind of unfolds like a slightly of a mystery, and it was incredibly involving, much more so than I thought. And also, part of that, the story kind of play out, comes how you play the game. You can play through this entire game, except with the exception of boss fights, not killing anybody. And that moral decision is kind of reflected lightly in the story, as far as the way people treat you and like talk to you and stuff like that. I was really impressed by it, because it's a game that you can just go with like what's shown to you in the story, or you can do your own kind of searching out for more elements, right? Like there's these basically computers that are kind of like diary entries from these 2 alien races that are on Earth, trying to kill each other and kill off the humans. It presents like a really impressive kind of it's very straightforward, the morality in the game, but how Dan Remar incorporated it with just like the way you play it and the decisions you make, I was kind of impressed by. I was, especially, and part of my excitement and how I was impressed by it was the fact that this is a game that some guy made for himself and for other people. Just obviously somebody that kind of loves these types of games and was like, hey, I want to make my own. And the writing is actually very good, and it's kind of funny in places and melodramatic in places, and it kind of just gets a good balance of those 2 things. I was really, really impressed by it. Last thing I'd like to point out about this game that makes it also just another element that makes it just this whole like really great experience is the music, which you can hear lightly underplaying this whole review. I believe it was the Dan Remar guy that made the game that produced the music, and it is actually really just pulse pounding, intense, and a lot of fun, and it just sets the tone so well of the kind of game that it is. It's really great. Can't say enough good things about that. I was really impressed by this game. It's just, bottom line, a great game. And it kind of goes to the proof that like you don't need tons of money and like studio support to make a polished and enjoyable product. I'm really eager to see kind of what other games are like this, and if anybody else knows any of these kind of games, bring it to my attention. We'd love to review it on the show and talk about it, and and just put the word out about these games just a little bit more than than they already are. Like, I may be preaching to the choir. You guys have maybe already played this, but they're all new to me. I'm pretty excited about it because it's just, I don't know. I was really taken aback by like how much fun I did not expect to find a product that was as well executed and polished as this game was. Yeah, really good. I suggest it, so make sure you hit the link in the description. Go check it out, download it, play it, come leave a comment, and we can talk about it a little bit further. Alright, thank you. I'm Shaun, and I'm a natural gamer, and I'll talk to you next time I have something to talk about.